Okay, so yeah, we got no bonus content for Star Wars. Well, even though I'm taking a recess from full episodes, however. But this one, I don't feel like having a first recess or anything. But this one is going to be the first episode to talk about. It's going to be the episode in August because taking a break from a lot of topics to cover, but until D23 arrives. But let's get this thing started. Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? When I was trying to get to this podcast off the ground, I had so many questions. How do I record an episode? Where do I find my background music? How do I get my show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other places people like to listen? Where do I find the advertisers? The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing and monetizing your podcast. And best of all, it's 100% free and 100% ridiculously easy to use. So, if you want to start a podcast, go to anchor.fm/start to join me and the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. I can't wait to hear your podcast. Hey guys, and welcome to the episode of the Wednesday Awakens. But although I don't have enough topics to talk about regarding to The Force Awakens, not very much to talk about, but today it's just all going to be about books. It's just all going to be about books only. So, yeah. Let's get this started. We have breaking news regarding to Star Wars. Although we do have a news that we just broke today that Luke Skywalker will be in the guide with the new book, Secrets of the Jedi. And it's by Dan Burke saying, prepare young Padawan to learn from what legend Star Wars is exciting to reveal. Star Wars, The Secrets of the Jedi. A new book from author Mark Sumerick, chronicling the history of the Jedi Order with Luke Skywalker as your guide. Coming November 19th. From the inside, the tome is filled with lush paintings and special interactive features, including a pop-up holocron, a translator card, and a Jedi equipment booklet, and more. You can get your first look exclusively on StarWars.com. You see the picture on the cover. It's Luke Skywalker and Yoda on the center. And from the left to your center left, on the top is Rey. And on the bottom is, of course, I forgot this Jedi's name, I apologize. Shakti, Anakin, and Qui-Gon. And from the right is, of course, Obi-Wan Kenobi from the Clone Wars. And we got the other Jedi, I apologize. Kuadi, Kit Fisto, and Mace Windu. With the symbol of the Jedi Order. And then we got a sneak preview of the episodes. We got the Old Republic from the Order from Chaos. And then we have the Jedi High Council. Then the Clone Wars and the end of Clone Wars. And then we got Force abilities. But although Sumac just has the words to say, it's always a great pleasure to get the return to the galaxy far, far away for another project, but having a chance to explore the path of the fabled Jedi Order through Luke's eyes was an honor like none I've seen before. Sumac tells StarWars.com, the Skywalker saga has always been such a crucial piece of my own personal pop culture landscape over these years. So being able to write this book, in the words of Luke himself, was a dream come true. Secrets of the Jedi promised to be expansive, incorporating lore from Star Wars, the Clone Wars, and Star Wars film and beyond. To see Luke address the Force Priestess from the Clone Wars and other iconic Jedis like Qui-Gon Jinn is especially surprising. Integer fans new and old. And then we see a picture of Qui-Gon Jinn, Kit Fisto, Ki-Adi-Mundi, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Shakti, Plo Koon, and everybody's favorite Jedi, and now she was never my favorite until the final episode. And the Return of Rebels, Ahsoka Tano. She's always been a great factor. And then we get to The Last Jedi with the First Order, Kylo Ren, and the path of them Rey. But although, just like that, I'm going to skip what he says. Of course, he said that the Star Wars Secrets of the Jedi will arrive November 19th. But now, we return you to your regularly scheduling podcasting program with Mega Mr. 46. Although the first one I do want to talk about is, of course, what I had bought from Walmart was, of course, Thrawn Alliances. Now, I'm going to be real honest with this. I haven't finished reading Thrawn Alliances, but I got Thrawn Treason. So, I haven't finished with it. That's too early for me to get a first impression of it. Although, I did watch what Alex Damon said, of course. With Alex Damon, of course, saying that this is the weakest of the trilogy. Because he did watch Star Wars Rebels, and Thrawn was in Rebels, by the way. But like I say, it's too early for me to make a Thrawn Alliances. Sorry, I haven't finished with Thrawn Alliances, but it's too early for me to do Thrawn Treason. Yes, and the book I got from the mail, of course, was none other than The Crash of Fate, which is one of the books based on the Galaxy's Edge theme park. Although it's too hard for me to go get an audiobook through my iPad. With Audible, because I don't have enough data for my phone. But like I say, although it's kind of too early for me to make a first impression of it, but although Although I still do want to go to Galaxy's Edge. I admit some people don't like it, and I can understand that. But, I mean, it's their opinion. I don't have a problem with it. But I do have a problem with trying to get to Disneyland. And they might open up a Disney World coming in August. It's going to come in 3 weeks. Or 2 weeks. It'll be open at the Walt Disney World. But hopefully they'll have the music. But, although, like I say, I haven't finished with Thrawn Alliances, and it's too early, and I don't have an audiobook of Crash of Fate to do the first impression yet. But I need to finish with Master and Apprentice before I can read Crash of Fate and before I could go to the Black Spire. But we're going to close this out with a comic, which is, of course, the miniseries. Close to finish is, of course, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, Issue 4. Welcome to another read-along of Galaxy's Edge. And yes, the background music, it's the Bachelor theme extended, so, you know. So since they don't have Galaxy on there, on Anchor, I miss it, but I use it for Star Trek, for Thirst Track, and the Wednesday Awakens, because it's Star Wars, it's about the galaxy far, far away, it's about space, the final frontier, but we're going to focus on Star Wars, with Issue 4, which is the close to the final, known as Galaxy's Edge, and we see Afra, we see Dr. Afra, and the rest of this humanoid species. It includes like looks like Doc Ondar. With Doc Ondar, Remix, Kendall, and Waro, which is part 4 of 5 of the miniseries. The Betrayal of Kashyyyun. And now we start off with part 2 with The Supremacy, I think. And this is part 2 now. With the same a TIE Echoer that was a concept from Colin Trevorrow's episode 9. And it took place at the outskirts of Black Spire, with one stormtrooper say, "Over there, the suspect's fire is coming from the eastern tree line." But yet, it's the matter of saying, can't even attend the briefing from Lieutenant Aghanon without it going all the places here. What is the situation? 2 resistant suspects took us by surprise, killing 1 stormtrooper. Just 2? Seriously? Kill them all! Not going to let them take me to some First Order prison. That's 2 of the resistance. Yeah, the speeder bike of the First Order is swoosh. Don't worry. I had no intention of taking you alive. And he just shot both resistance and killed them instantly. One by the mask and the other through the chest. This was a waste of the time. And the trooper. They're not resistance. And the First Order soldier tells the sergeant, "How can you tell?" And the sergeant just said, because if they were resistance spies, they wouldn't have died so easily. Sergeant, another tip. Sighting of 3 fugitives with death marks ordered by General Hux himself. Where? Near the spaceport. Have the informant follow them if they leave. Get ready to move out. There's nothing worthy of our intentions here. That's one of the resistance spies hiding. We go back to Dokandar's Den of Antiques at the Black Spire outpost. And he said, talking to its value, saying, and he said, I haven't forgotten you, mother and father. And that voice again, Dokanda, we have to talk. It's important. Not him again. There's a criminal crew in the Black Spire. They're gunning for you. Real dangerous types. By a notorious scoundrel named Kendo. There's even a big dumb brute of an Agrish who... Not at the street, you fool. Is that any way to talk to your good pal Hondo? We are most definitely not ours, especially if you keep yapping away outside. First orders have spies everywhere. We don't know. It's watching us right now. No. Don't take it so personally, Waro. Yep, we see Waro, Kendo, and Remax. Hey, I got it right. But, you are an exceptional brute. Easy for you to say, Kendo. You're a notorious scoundrel. Well then. Let's let my reputation preside us. As she finished saying, we get back to Hondo and Dokandar. You did not tell me this Kendo knows about the Sora Kashun. She must have procured the blade. If those two are joined together, it's too much power in wrong hands. And with the First Order skulking around, we have to move it into hiding tonight. Yes! It's the opening we needed. Yep, and Kendo's too thrilled to see it. Our mysterious patron isn't going to pay the full amount unless we have both pieces. We move forward with the heist tonight. And as they getting prepared, Kendo, Waro, and Remax are planning a heist until 2 figures have been spotted. Let's go. There's a lot to prepare. I'll be right back. I'll be right with you. And we go back to Hondo and Dokandar. Do you want to tell me what's going on? No. There. What do you want to know? Let's start with, what the hell happened more than 30 years ago between you and... There was a click. that archaeologist adventure known as Dr. Afra. And this was back then with Dr. Afra. And she's the featured character for, of course, Galaxy's Edge. You do know that this is not how I operate normally. Having to worry about keeping a benefactor alive on one of the most dangerous planets in the galaxy is a complications, and compilations are expensive. And yeah, oh my. Oh yeah. Oh, those legs. Oh, Afra. Oh, legs. Oh, yes. I don't care. Your sexuality is the different from the others. One day you will be mine. Oh, sorry everyone. Sorry. That's my perverted clone talking. That's not me. That's my perverted clone. I am paying you more than enough, as I'm no amateur. I have experience on archaeological sites. I wasn't talking about archaeological sites. Do your sensors check out the serum of the false BT? Isn't it exquisite? Isn't it exquisite? Wow, that kind of looks like R2 and C-3PO in a negative world form. To be honest, thank you for the concern. I guess it's a good thing I brought along some extra muscles. Oh dear. They are particularly ugly Shivasantians who should be put down in case they are carrying the seas. Yep. Yeah. Everyone is such a hardened murderer. Can we move on to the useful information like the target? The sword of Kashayun. Sword of Kashayun. The legend has it that it was forged by a sect of Dawoon-Tood Sith Lords who believe lightsabers are for the weak. They believe that only a truly worthy warrior would have the strength to wield it. Legend also has it that this sword is cursed and caused by those Sith to betray and kill each other. Blah, 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 blah. Just as beautiful as I remember it from the sacred Sith engravings I found in my parents' belonging. Yes. Well, if you're done mumbling in Ithorian, I'll continue. The University of Barlath, where I studied, happened to have an ancient map to the resting place of this supposedly mythical swords in the archives. You study the sword? Me? Seriously? No, I stole the map. I hope you know I'm leaving a lot of money on the table by opening up the bidding to the other buyers. Let's generate this my shit and my finance are using. Yeah, well, we can renegotiate later. Right now, prepare for a landing. we arrived at the ancient Sith world of Moraban. And yes, I know you're saying, why Moraban, not Korriban? Korriban should have been canon. That's the Sith world. Yeah, there's a connection of Korriban and Moraban because of the lettering, the K and no L, and it's skip the M. And yeah, this is canon, and that is the Sith world. The ancient Sith home. I hope we get to see Korriban and Orthos Thoston in canon. Stay close and watch your step. Yep. Yeah, but that's her in there. Sith temples are not known to be tourist friendly. The indiscretions they worried about efforts from the giant centers of Sith hounds, but we have to take the booty traps seriously. In fact, there should be one right there around there. Yep. Oh, and that kind of looks like Hondo and Naka's corpse that Alfred has spotted. But they gotta make sure not to step on the booby trap. And she told the guards just to go ahead while she just says, I need to adjust my boots. And the guard just stepped on the booby trap. So what's gonna happen? Is that Morban? And that thunking sound that we see, is that Darth Bane? And that ancient Sith had killed that guard. Impressive, nice, but prefer a more practical thorough detonator. Take cover. And she had killed the Sith, the Phantom Sith warrior. But after the Skywalker saga ended, wonder who was that Phantom Sith warrior? Well, it's the text of the Phantom Sith warrior school. She wasn't too bad. Yeah. Ooh. He wanted to know there was going to be an excellent century there after all these years. I'm sure your brother, or lover, or whatever he was, would want to you to preserve and continue. Usually, the sword should just be just one proof. Yeah, sorry if I had to use this. But and then he was begging, saying, please repeat that. I am having trouble with our transmission. It's something interfering with your signal. Oh, there is something, all right. And anyone read? Is anyone there still alive? Did you get the signal for the set user? Hey, BT, just beep, 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 beep. I sound like a anchovy with beakers. With beakers, Muppets. Excellent. Can't take a chance that he's betrayed us, so best to preemptively betray him first. The quickest step to this trailer should be this way. Okay,
BT, be a good droid and send your drone down ahead to scout for tracks.
Beep, 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 beep.
What? What do you mean? Where's the inactive track?
Beep, 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 beep.
If the Sith sauce just tosses in, it's close later. You don't get to kill it later. Plus, a sword is supposed to be heavy.
And that droid just died instantly by the booby trap.
Let's take the other way. Maybe it's the loss of blood talking.
A few deadly traps later. Yes, I apologize if I use a SpongeBob one reference again.
But this is the most beautiful thing we've ever seen. Or it's the wind coming from this deep of the table. What do you mean it's an ultrasonic noise like an animal call? Uno.
Run! And they are trying to make an escape because that's the alienoid is chasing Afra and the civilian.
How am I supposed to know that the Sith Hound wasn't just a lesson? Yeah, I know, we can all run out at 2 of us, right?
And the Sith Hound just eating a civilian. And then,
and now you're handiwork later. We have one chance of surviving ourselves. Oh no, I spun I ain't going untracked. Whatever should I do? I have no big bad Sith Hound finds me. Who you got it?
and the Sith Hound just make a jump and booby traps. Wow.
Oh, is this one legendary Sith sword? Our price is one incident, actually. A 000 hasn't killed Dogondar already? Well, surprise me, the forceful renegotiation.
Oh, there's a news on the scouts, alright. Because as your droid found out, I don't like surprises. Uh-oh. Dokondar has destroyed the protocol droid of Afras. So you just left her there? There's more to that story because of the wait. But until we reach the safe house. Help me to move the hilt of your ship before someone comes along to steal it. And and Kendo and Waro have found Dogondar and Hondo. Well, I guess a bit late for that. Don't sound disappointed. Dokes Claudite and Forzer Varg may not be here, but I'm sure you can find someone to rip out their sockets. I think you're going to need a new security droid.
That's not my primary security droid.
This here is my primary security droid. BK-86. Can you introduce yourself?
Should I recognition, Master Dope? Or would you prefer I target them first?
Come on, Kendo. Damn it, Remix. We were busy a little. I told you to only use this channel for emergencies. Yep.
Yeah, well, I think this qualifies.
Wow, I wonder how this is gonna end. And we get to the conclusion, which features our heroes. And this one, we're gonna find out the conclusion of Galaxy's Edge. Coming next month. And we are gonna end this episode. Okay, guys, I'm going to end the book edition episode of the Wednesday Awakens. Yeah, I got 2 books. Haven't got done with the previous one that I got. And I haven't gotten started on a Galaxy's Edge yet. But be sure, everyone, to tune in next week on the Wednesday Awakens when I get the topics done. And yes, and we are closing in to the conclusion of Galaxy's Edge coming in August. With September going to come with Jedi Fallen Order prequel. The prequel to Jedi Fallen Order, which is a video game coming by EA Respawn. Alright guys, that's going to be about it. I'll see you guys next time. And as always, may the Force be with you.